Brothers and sisters, in these verses, Allah Azza wa Jalla is teaching us about al-ansar wal-Muhagreen. And today, as a Muslim community, growing Muslim community of mainly immigrants and children of immigrants, and those who join them in faith, we need to look at that model of al-Muhagreen wal-Ansar, because there are a lot to learn from them. In the first verse, Allah Azza wa Jalla is teaching us about the Muhagreen, those who were expelled from their homes and property and moved from Mecca to Medina. They were motivated by three motivations that we need to reflect upon. The first motivation is al-fadl, the bounty of Allah Azza wa Jalla. يَبْتَغُونَ فَضْلًا مِنَ اللَّهِ. Well, that's what we came for. We're looking for money and for diplomas and for better life, and that is very legitimate motivation. Even when Muslims from Mecca moved from Mecca and Medina, they had also in mind seeking the bounty of Allah Azza wa Jalla. But that was not the only motivation they had. There are still two others: الرضوان والنصرة. يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا وينصرون الله ورسوله. So they were motivated by seeking the bounty of Allah Azza wa Jal, but also to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to support the cause of Islam in their new homeland. So let us think about our own motivations today. Every one of us come seeking the bounty of Allah Azza wa Jal, but did every one of us come also with the intention to please Allah and to support the cause of Islam That's something each one of us needs to ask himself or herself. This is what we learn from Muhagreen. What about ansar? In the second verse, Allah Azza wa Jalla is praising ansar, the supporters, the indigenous people of Medina who joined the Islamic faith. Allah Azza wa Jalla praised them for very special qualities. Number one, يحبون من هاجر إليهم. So any Muslim who joined them, they welcome him or her with their heart and with their arms. That's first lesson. Do we do that? Do we welcome every Muslim who joins us in this country, or every non-Muslim who converts to our faith and join our community the way Al-Ansar did with their new brothers in faith? That's a question we need to ask ourselves also. يحبون من هاجر إليهم. We need to welcome every Muslim, whether he's moving geographically from a land to this land, or moving theologically and spiritually from another faith to the Islamic faith. You can join your new Muslim just by helping him to get a driver's license, or if he's a new Muslim, by helping him to learn the Fatiha. That's good. Don't underestimate that. It's very important. It's part of the building, a new Muslim community. When we move on to the situation in Medina, when Prophet Muhammad moved to Medina, it was a very disintegrated society. The two main tribes of Medina, of Ansar, the indigenous people of Medina, Al-Aws wal-Khazraj, were fighting a civil war to control political scene in Medina. And there were the Jewish tribes who are distinguished in their own faith and their social and economic status. And there were Muhagreen, people who came from Mecca without any property, deprived from their land and their property. So let us look how Prophet Muhammad built very strong and coherent community from these elements: immigrants, indigenous people, and non-Muslims. Well, the first thing he did was building the mosque. And that is a very important lesson for us today. The mosque is the heart of the Muslim community. And it's the first thing that we should start with. Without a mosque, these nice people, none of them will know the other. And we won't feel this common identity that we feel today. And if the mosque is full of worshippers, people taking care of their mosque, then that means the heart is healthy and the whole body is okay. If people are neglecting their mosque, they don't take care of the mosque is empty, that means the heart is sick. And the whole body is sick. That's what Prophet ﷺ teaches us about the heart and body. ألا إن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسدت فسد الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, is teaching us that there is a piece of flesh in the human body. If it's okay, the whole body is okay. If it's sick, the whole body is sick, and that is the heart. So look at the mosque as the heart of this community. The way we treat our mosque, the way we worship, we learn, we treat each other in the mosque reflect the situation of our heart. When Allama Muhammad visited some Muslim countries in the early 20th century, well, he was not happy with